get into the reading of the Acclamation and the Proclamation. So if you could just gather around, please. So we can be a part of history together, please. At this time, I'd like to introduce Reverend Henderson and DeJuan Thomas, the city commissioner. They'll be doing the reading of the Acclamation and the Proclamation. So let's give it up for them and give it up for these two fellas.
Good afternoon. I am excited to be here this afternoon and have this opportunity to share with all of you. This is certainly a great time, a great gathering, but not just about coming together and having food and having fellowship, but this is a great time to create memories, a great time to make new relationships and new friendships. Doesn't matter if you grew up in SDA or not. What matters is that you're here today. What matters is that you are willing to do some things that continually strengthens our community and makes our community that much better. And so I'm privileged to read an acclamation by our governor, Andy Beshear. It simply says, "To all whom these presents shall come, whereas 801 Day was established to honor, celebrate, and preserve the history, culture, memories, and lifelong connections formed within the Dudley Court Apartments community in Paducah, Kentucky, affectionately known as SDA. And where, yeah, that's a good thing. And whereas SDA was more than a housing community, it was a village filled with resilience, love, laughter, friendship, family, and generations of individuals who helped shape the spirit and strengthen of the community, And whereas former residents, family, friends, and neighboring communities, including Cruz and McGuire Avenue, continue to carry the legacy, unity, and pride of SDA throughout their lives and on to future generations. And whereas 801 Day serves as an annual opportunity to reunite, to uplift community history, celebrate shared experiences, support intergenerational connection, and recognize the lasting impact of the SDA community. And whereas the observance of this day promotes fellowship, community, engagement, cultural pride, remembrance, and positive community restoration through celebration, service, and togetherness. Now, therefore, I, Andy Beshear, Governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, do hereby recognize the Dudley Court Apartments in honor of 801 Day and the enduring legacy, community spirit, and historical significance of the SDA Dudley Court Apartments family and all those connected to its rich history and continued impact. Done in the city of Frankfort on the 17th day of July in the year of our Lord 2026 and in the 235th year of the Commonwealth. Andy Beshear, Governor. Congratulations.
All right, I am Commissioner DeJuan Thomas, and I'm honored to be before you all today. And I'm gonna get my notes up real quick. So I would be remiss not to highlight how historic of a week this is in our community. With the 8th of August finally being recognized as a holiday, $100 billion being invested in the county with opportunities for hundreds of high-paying jobs that we can get as long as we understand how to get them. And now, with the first ever 801 Day and the upcoming proclamation to recognize it, it's a great time to live in Paducah. And one last thing that's important, since we have a large group here, our city is advancing, and a lot of people reach out to me about our roads, about other issues in the community. We have the My Paducah app that you can download, report issues, and get things taken care of quickly and efficiently. So remember that, the My Paducah app here in our community. But with that, I'll move on to the proclamation from the office of the mayor. Whereas 801 Day was established to honor, celebrate, and preserve the history, culture, memories, and lifelong connections formed within the community of the Dudley Court Apartments, affectionately known as SDA. And whereas the residents of SDA were and continue to be a family united by resilience, love, and laughter, forging lifelong friendships across generations and helping to shape the enduring spirit and strength of the community. And whereas former residents, families, friends, and neighboring communities, including Cruz and McGuire Avenue, continue to carry the legacy, unity, and pride of SDA throughout their lives and future generations. And whereas 801 Day serves as an annual opportunity to reunite, uplift community history, encourage civic engagement, celebrate shared experiences, support intergenerational connection, and recognize the lasting impact of the SDA Dudley Court Apartments. And whereas the observance of this day promotes fellowship, community engagement, cultural pride, remembrance, and positive community restoration through celebration, service, and togetherness. Now, therefore, I, Commissioner DeJuan Thomas, on behalf of George P. Bray, Mayor of the City of Paducah, Kentucky, do hereby proclaim August 1st, 2026 as 801 Day in the City of Paducah. Give it up. And I encourage all citizens to honor the enduring legacy, community spirit, and historical significance of the SDA Dudley Court Apartments family and all those connected to its rich history and continued impact. Thank you all.
And I'm really not going to be before you long. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone that is out here. Can you all give yourself a round of applause? Y'all can be better than that. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, so I wanted to recognize some big donors. Y'all are eating on the backs of a lot of people in the city, but you all did not have to come out your pocket, and that was the main goal. So we do want to hand out some community impact awards as well as some individual ones.
Go ahead, we get it, man. Go ahead.
All right, my first one is going to go to our first donor, which was Deborah Wharton Cook and her sister. But listen, she said, I got something for you I want to bring. You know, the church folks, they want to give it to you secretly and put it behind your back. She was like, I got something to give you. I said, okay. But I want to thank you, and I'm going to read it once. But it says, Community Impact Award presented to Deborah Wharton Cook in recognition of your generosity, partnership, and commitment to strengthening the Dudley Court SDA community through your support of the inaugural 801 Day and SDA Day. Okay, she did BA. Your kindness made a meaningful difference in the lives of countless families. With sincere gratitude from the 801 Day Planning Committee.
Thank you.
Is Xavier X-Man out here yet? Is Xavier out here? He has one to put in his barbecue joint, and I want to make sure he gets it. Big Eds, are you out here still? All right, well, Milo's gonna give it to him. 9th Street Tabernacle Ministries. I'm not biased, but I will say that is my hometown church. And I want to say thank you for the many donations as well as the food, the meat. I'm telling you, meat ain't cheap. Have y'all seen how much hamburgers are? Okay, so I want to thank 9th Street Tabernacle Ministries. Come on up here, Pastor Milo. Oh. I need you to stay up here as well. I got one from Ryan, Big Boy Chef. Is he still here? Ryan? Where Ryan go? Thank you, Ryan. Listen, Ryan got me together because I could have did better with my planning, but I'm just grateful for him. This is for and grateful appreciation for your generous support of the inaugural 801. Now you put this on your desk because you got a new position. Hallelujah. Pettis Funeral Home, they're not here, but they're also one of our donors. This is for Pastor Mama Patterson individually. Thank you. You was cooking and you prayed. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Harrison Street, they're not here. And then Tiffany Faulkner is the person, Tiffany Faulkner Hines, donated the backpacks and all the things that went in it. And I got one more thing to give. Oh, and the community center, WC Young. Is anybody here for WC Young? They're one of our big donors as well. They couldn't say we were officially the kickoff of the 8th of August, but look at your neighbor and say, we officially the kickoff of 8th of August. Huh? Come on here, church. All right, so if y'all see the people in the green shirts, can y'all please come up here? Green shirts. Belinda, Tisa, Miana. All right, listen, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Y'all seen me in the newspaper, but I'm telling you, they put me in the newspaper because they interviewed me. Trust me, I would not have been able to do this without, come on up here, Miss B. Come on, she's at the end. So this is called the Founders Legacy Award, and I want to present the first one. I'm only going to read it once, but it's going to go to everybody who's up here. Miana. So it's the Founders Legacy Award presented to Miana Louise Williams. In recognition of your vision, leadership, and unwavering dedication as a founding organizer of the inaugural 801 Day, SDA Day, Community Homecoming Celebration, your commitment united a community, honored its history, and established a tradition that will inspire generations to come. Thank you all for turning a dream into legacy. Our community, our history, our future. Say it with me. Our community, our history, our future. So here's Miana. She can turn around and smile. Miss Belinda. Miss Tisa. Anthony Deshaun Jackson. I'm gonna give it to myself, but listen, I'm telling you, I would not have been able to do it for everybody. Big Eds, Ronnie Boots. I know he'll kill me for coming but that's who he is. Duke, that's right. People change their name. Sorry. The House of Rock last night. If y'all missed the kickback, y'all missed it. We may have a part 2. I don't know though, but we may. So just show up. But everybody, I want to say thank you again for all your help, all your work. The servers. And all the servers and the volunteers. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's all I got.
And let's not forget to shout out Monica Ridgeway. She got her plaque as well. She did not shout herself out, but Monica got one as well because she put a lot of time and effort. Appreciate you, Monica. Shout out to the DJ Lamont who came out, was doing his thing. Sure do appreciate you, bro.
To do that. And also it's been hit on, but it's not been driven home. And this is very serious at this time because you see what's going on in the city of Paducah. You see what's going on in the world around us. And as we grew up, we had a foundation where everyone in the village had the right and responsibility to tell us when we were doing wrong. And somehow down the road, we have got away from that. So I want you to dig deep in your personal self and ask yourself this question. In the 24 hours that the Lord gives you, who are you discipling? What young person are you grabbing, trying to teach them the right way to go? Because that's what the city of Paducah needs. The lip service has been going on for a long time, but now it's time for action. And so we have to give our kids the same out that we had growing up. We may not have had the mansions, the Benzes, the finer things, but we appreciated what we had. So we have to put something back into the community that will draw our kids and get their interest in things other than what they see on the internet, their cell phones, and what they think they ought to be in life, and tell them that they have a purpose in this life that they have been given. So take the opportunity to grab a young person and teach them this life that you have lived thus far. Thank you.
Who are no longer with us. And I want to first say thank you for Miss Sandra and Miss Laquita for leading this charge. We know a lot of people who we grew up with that who is not walking amongst us on earth anymore because they are resting in peace. And I just wanted to read this before we start, and then we're going to release the balloons, okay? A little hug from heaven. I can't be there in person to give you the hug you need, but I'll always be right there in your heart that I can guarantee. When you need a little pick-me-up, this hug will be there for you to give you all the love and support. Give you all the love and support you need to get you through. I might not be there in person, but my love is still with you. I'm watching over you always, and up here, I have the best view. And that is a little hug from heaven. Okay. So now, the song is gonna be playing.
Come up with who just lost somebody. Your best friend, your baby, your man or your lady. Put your hand way up high. You will never say